Are you ready?
Absolutely.
All right. So we're going to start with Bicycle Thieves. We're going to go chronologically this week through the year. So Bicycle Thieves came out in 1948. It is not rated. Has an hour and 29-minute runtime. Has an 8.3 on the IMDb score, 98% on the tomato meter, and a 94 through the audience score. And directed by Vertella Vertillo Discucci. I don't know what his name is. DeSica, some Italian name. Some Italian
Yeah.
guy directed this. Um, this was your recommendation. It, of course, was winner, or it was nominated for best screenplay, and it won an honorary award. I think it was like best foreign film or something like that. Won the BAFTA, won Gold Globes, best foreign film. So very highly praised movie. Um, I'll just say straight up, that was an amazing, amazing movie. What a concept. It's amazing what you can do with so simple of an idea. A guy needs a bicycle to make some money during some hard times, and someone steals his bike. And you go through the whole range of emotions of him dealing with trying to just keep a job to put food on the table. Um, yeah, it was excellent. What did you think of this movie?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it was fantastic. I saw it more as a father and son tale.
Yep. Yep.
Maybe, I see because, just my relationship with my kids. But I'm going to tell you something. I cried at the end.
I
I was bawling.
I was on pins and needles the whole film. The suspense in this movie, because you're like, just let him find his goddamn bike. like,
I know. And it was ridiculous because there was so many of them. There was bikes everywhere and he just needed one.
he just needed his bike, man. He just wanted to go to work and put up some posters for a couple dollars a day. Um, yeah, this was excellent. The son, the both the father and the son were both excellent acting. Um, the father going through the grief of filing a police report and then basically telling him it's worthless and not giving a shit.
Right.
Him going to the crazy seer because he's so desperate for an idea or a way to get it there. Trying to fight someone in church. He's
Whatever. That
going to,
here was making some money, wasn't she?
yeah, oh yeah.
Standing room only.
Well, look, I mean, she was right both times.
You know what was absolutely to what a mind blowing scene was, which of course we're dealing with the ravages of World War II,
Yeah.
and right afterwards, and Italy was hit pretty hard because they were on the losing side as well, and they were kind of hung out to dry. Um, Being since they decided to follow, well, Mussolini decided to follow Hitler, and I don't think that was the
Mhm.
popular necessarily the popular opinion of the whole country. But
Mhm.
that scene when they were putting up the bed sheets,
Oh yeah.
when people were actually pawning their bed sheets to eat, that was crazy enough. But then when you saw that tower of bed
Hmm.
sheets, I couldn't. I paused it for a second. I sat there thinking, what in the world, how would you ever? I mean, nowadays, of course, they would just laugh at you if you brought your sheets in. Nobody's gonna. But you're betting you take in to eat, and then there's everyone's done it. Are they really going to have a resale on those? I mean, that to me, a bike I get. The bike was kind of because everybody used those for transportation in Europe and
Yeah.
still do. Of course, nowadays your jewelry and your electronics and all that, but I just couldn't fathom taking sheets and then a pawn store would give you money for sheets.
That scene was amazing. The best scene of the movie, obviously, is the climax.
Yeah,
And well, I guess there's two things. One, when he finds the guy who stole his bike, but he can't prove it.
Right.
And you walk into the room to see the bike, and you see that something's covered behind some bed sheets. I was like, oh, finally, his bike's gonna be there.
Right.
Victory. He's gonna be able to go do his job. Nope. Tires. There was nothing there. Um,
And
and then
the rope that was going across, and I actually thought maybe it was going to be hanging out the window.
I, I I thought they were gonna find like a piece of his bike, and that was all that was gonna be there.
Yeah, something.
And then you have that the climax where he's outside the soccer stadium. He looks over. He sees a bunch of bikes outside the soccer stadium, and then there's one little bike over here in the corner. It's on the other street, and he keeps going back and forth. And you can just see the torment on his like, I don't want to be a criminal. I don't want to steal a bike, but because he doesn't, and he pays his son to tell him to go away so his son can't see it. Oh man, that scene was just excellent. And you know what I actually thought was going to happen? I thought he was going to steal that bike, and the police were going to capture him, and they were going to try and press charges, and they were going to read the serial number, and it was going to be his bike.
That would have been
I thought
good.
that's where we were going for a second. Um,
Yeah, when the little boy took his hand at the end to kind of comfort him and tell him it was okay, he understood. I did. I lost it. I was bawling.
yeah, that was a amazing movie. Absolutely just stellar. Go watch this movie. For such a simple concept for of someone going around town looking for a bike. The suspense and the drama in this film, just bar none, and a beautiful film.
That kid was awesome.
Yeah, he was a great actor.
And you know that the scene where he was crossing the road and almost got hit by two trucks. That wasn't planned. That was not actually stunt people. That was a road that he was crossing, and where he had to pause and not get hit by those vehicles while the dad wasn't even paying attention, just walking around. That wasn't supposed to happen. He just got lucky.
Mm. Yeah, that was excellent. It's on Roger Ebert's list of great movies. It's on the 1001 movies you should see before you die.
I think
And
that's where I found it. When I
okay,
typed in movies that I have to see, I found that title. And I didn't read anything about it at first. The title was like, oh, I got to see that. And it took me a while to find where I could find it. I
I
found
found
that
it
it
on
was
Amazon.
only in Italian, and I found that it was, I don't know. So yeah, it was. I'm gonna say it's on. Maybe it's in the top few movies that I've seen. Definitely one of the tops that we've watched on
Oh,
our show.
yeah, this will more than likely be nominated for the end of season two as far as the best picture film. I mean, without a doubt, that was excellent. There's nothing else to say. Praise it. It the only part that I don't want to say dragged, it was a little odd. Was I don't know if I quite understood the dynamic of when he was the big fat guy that he was getting to help him, and they
Yeah,
had I didn't quite understand that dynamic, but it worked still.
you see why I was so excited to give this to you?
I do. It was excellent. Uh,
I thought I had found just the perfect movie. I was like, oh, this is just fantastic.
yeah, that was great. So absolutely go see that. There's nothing else to be said about this wonderful film. And we're gonna hop into my suggestion, The Forbidden Planet. But before we do that, let's take one quick moment to take a pause and hear a word from our sponsor.